Welcome to Inside Liverpool. Liverpool icon Robbie Fowler insists Reds fans would only settle for Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland if the club had to replace Mohamed Salah or Sadio Mane. Salah and Mane have both entered the final 18 months of their contracts and worryingly appears no closer to signing renewed terms. Both players are part of the triumvirate of attackers who have been key to Liverpool's success under Jurgen Klopp. Salah has scored a staggering 27 goals in 31 appearances across all competitions this season, taking his overall Liverpool tally to 152. Mane has struck 13 times this term, that is despite both spending a month at the Africa Cup of Nations. And so it seems bizarre that Liverpool have not long resolved their contract situations. Former Red striker Fowler, who scored 183 goals for the club, believes both players will sign new deals. He also feels only two players, PSG's Mbappe and Borussia Dortmund's Haaland, could replace the duo. Like every Liverpool fan across the world, I just want the club to give new contracts to Mo Salah and Sadio Mane, Fowler told the Mirror. Unlike most though, I don't think the lack of movement in negotiations is some big conspiracy to get him out of the club, to be replaced by younger models in a year's time or sooner. The 46-year-old added, the obvious question has to be, what happens next in their contracts? If they don't sign, then logically, they can be sold in the summer. Will Liverpool be able to rival a City next season if that happens? Not unless they sign Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland to replace them, and as Romelu Lukaku shows, even hundreds of millions is not guaranteed. That's the level of player they will need to replace those two. But if they can play on 4 or 5 more years, at least as Klopp says, why try to replace them, especially as they know Klopp's system inside out? That's why I think there will be contract news eventually, and that's why I think they've signed Diogo Jota, Luis Diaz and the rest, not to replace them, but to provide depth to allow the frontline players to be rested more. That will keep them playing longer, going forward in their 30s, and eventually, when they do start to slow down, there will be an experienced player waiting to take over, with a youngster no doubt also bloated behind them. Mbappe and Haaland have both been loosely linked to Liverpool but have far richer suitors. Mbappe is out of contract in June and seems likely to join Real Madrid if he leaves PSG, while Haaland will be the most in-demand forward in the summer. Liverpool's swoop for either seems unlikely, especially given the Reds' January capture of Diaz from Porto.